All right then, so today I'm going to be working on what's known as a moon gardening calendar. It's basically a chart that shows you the best time to do gardening tasks in relation to the moon. And I know that sounds a bit weird, but people swear by it. I'm no scientist, so maybe they're right. Either way, I'm going to draw it because I like the idea of it. So first, I'm going to need a grid. So let's draw that in. I'm going to be needing these bits in the corners to make a square. So I'll just draw those in now before it's too late. And then I need to find the horizontal line. And I could do that without changing the size of the compass, but my page isn't big enough. So I'm going to have to open it up a little bit. I'll bring the compass back to the same size. Use these points to find the 45. Then I can draw a square around the whole thing. Then I'll draw in the 45-degree angles. Should I go to the center? Yeah, why not? Let's go all the way through. And then I'm just going to draw a little seed of life in the middle. Before I start dividing it up even further, so I need to divide this into 16 at first, because I got a plan to draw 16 moon phases around the outside. So we've already got 8. So to do that, I'll set my compass to the size of one of these segments, and just going to put a mark there, come over to this point here, put a mark there, and then I can draw a line that connects to the center and goes straight through. And then I can just put my compass on that point and put a mark there, put a mark there, and just keep doing that all the way around. Too easy. All right, so we got 16. What do we need now? Just gonna draw another circle in the middle. This is gonna be where the instructions start. So there's gonna be instructions with this calendar telling you what you can do and when in regards to gardening. So the instructions will be in here somewhere. I need to put another circle where they're gonna be contained. So I'll open it up to just eyeballing this. Go about there. I think that's enough room. And then this circle is going to be where the edge of the moons are going to go. So I need to find like the exact center of this line, don't I? So I know where to put my moons. And then I can draw a circle there. So let's test this. It's going to be some small moons. That's what I want, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. So that'll be the new moon. And this will be the full moon down here. And then I'll draw in the sections of the bit where all the information is going to go. And then what else do we need? Well, I need to draw another square around the outside. So I'll just open this up a little bit more. Do the same as I did before. All right, cool. And all of this doesn't have to really be that accurate because I kind of want it to be a bit sloppy. I don't want it to look so perfect because I want it to be like similar to the way that a plant grows. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't grow straight up. It's a bit wobbly. So I don't want to have like any perfectly straight lines. I want it to be more organic, you know? So we need to draw in now basically just some petals around the outside. So, how shall I do this? I need to divide these up. I'll just do it by eye because it's quite simple, really. Let's go all the way to there. So I've got those divided, and then I'm going to put in a petal for a mandala. It's going to be like that. Is it going to be like that? I'm not sure I like that. Nah, I need to modify that. It needs to be wider. It doesn't look right. I think what I need to do is this bit is going to be more steep. Come to there, which would be like the center of this section. And then the S shape is going to go there, like that. Yeah, that looks better. So let's mark these points. Yep, I like that. That's the way to do it. Who needs measurements? Well, there are already a ton of measurements on here. I think I've got enough. It's looking nice. And then inside here, I'll have like some extra lines and maybe I'll put in these. And then in the corners, I'm thinking either some leaves or birds or mountains and a night sky. I know. I'll consult my book that has lots of filigree and stuff in there. Let's just have a flick through and see what pops out. What style is this? Middle Ages. Yes. This is nice, isn't it? This is nice. I should do something in that style in the corner. That'll look good. Let's just pop that there for reference. So we'll go in this corner here, and I want this kind of flowing leaf that comes around like that, and it'll be reflected here. So then we just need to draw in the leaf. It's like a oak, I imagine. Oh, I don't know if it should be reflected. Might look better if it was yeah, let's try it. It'll come wind up. Yeah, actually, I will do it reflected. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't like it. I'm going to draw the same thing, but just give it a bit more room to breathe. So I'll come out to there, and I want it to swoop up like this. That looks better. And then in the middle, we'll have this similar medieval pattern. Probably go like that. All right, I need some tracing paper. So we just need to copy this. Let me use a softer pencil. And let's mirror it over here. Man, that looks sick. Woo-wee. Yeah, man. I think we're ready for ink already. Let's do it. And there's one thing I almost forgot. I got to put the moon phases in. So we need the crescents and these on the bottom of the gibbous. And now we're ready for ink. So the reason I'm making this chart is because my missus has just gotten really into gardening. She's obsessed, like there's plants everywhere, there's cuttings everywhere. It's cool, I like it. And we're both always looking up at the stars and the night sky and everything, so I thought this might be something cool for her to try. So the theory is that just like the moon affects the tides, it also affects the water in the soil and the plants. And I can see why this would be true, even though most of the information we've got is anecdotal. So basically, during a new moon, the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun are aligned, and that creates strong forces that draws the water into the soil. And that increase in moisture encourages seeds to germinate, and because the moonlight is dim, the plants are all focusing their energy on their roots. Then in the first quarter, that's an ideal time for crops that develop above ground, like fruit and flowers, because there is more light being reflected off the moon. During the full moon, so the full moon, this is when the gravitational pull is at its maximum, and that can raise the water content in the plants themselves. So this is when the plants are at their fullest and most vital, making it the best time to harvest any crops you've got. And the moonlight is at its brightest, so that energizes the plants, making them rich in nutrients. And then the last quarter, the moonlight is fading, and so the plant's energy is being drawn back down into the roots. So this is a good time to let your plants rest after all their efforts. It's also a good time for pruning, because cutting your plants during this phase is the least stressful to them, because their energy and their sap is closer to the roots. So that's the gist of gardening by the moon. And this is something that has been practiced for thousands of years. So what do you think? Do you believe that this is true? If the moon is having an effect on the tides, could it also have an effect on all of the water on the planet? I don't know. Let me know. If you do believe it, you can go and buy this chart from my shop right now. Or if you're a certified member of the Geometers Circle, you can download it for free. Also, my new 2025 lunar calendar has just been released, so you can track every single moon phase in style next year. Go grab one if you're a lunatic like me. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.